I just broke a carton of eggs, but the eggs on the ground turned into fried egg before my eyes. I realized the surface temperature was rising rapidly. I raised my eyes. The road split apart under the heat. The street could split open at any second. I spun around and sprinted for my electric car. I floored it and shot forward. The moment I drove off, the pavement behind me blew apart. Flames roared upward and twisted into a giant fire funnel. The buildings beside me vanished into the fire. I had to stay on the gas, but the pavement in front of me could split open any second. The whole road split open beneath the chaos. The flaming towers started crashing down. Behind me, another car blared its horn nonstop, so I kept the car straight ahead before it could force its way through. That car vanished under a falling tower. Moments later, the windows turned cloudy. I frantically rubbed at the glass. I had to clear the glass before I hit the car in front. The car came to a halt. With the car stopped, I realized the outside temperature was slowly becoming safe again. I eased myself outside. A chill ran up my spine. The whole city was now buried under fire. Anyone still trapped outside got swallowed by the flames. It had already hit country after country. Across Japanese roads, huge chunks of ice came crashing down. People hit the pavement with no time to move. Some rushed for the nearest doors, but they still had nowhere safe to hide. Cars on the road were smashed flat. Meanwhile, on a Brazilian beach, an icy wall of water rushed inland. People started to flee, but the cold was already on them. Seconds later, they stood stiff and sealed in ice. The survivors bolted through the chaos, but the freeze chased them down. High above, birds turned solid and dropped from the air one after another. A woman slowed down to catch her breath, then an ice-covered plane dropped straight out of the clouds. They slammed right into the side of a building. At the same time, giant twisters tore through the Middle East. Roads, towers, and cars were ripped apart in chunks. People rushed away, but every escape route was cut off. A giant wave crashed straight into Dubai. Beachgoers sprinted away in panic, but the water hit them from behind and covered the whole city. Out in the desert, an old camel rider was swallowed by the rushing water. 2 years earlier, human damage set this disaster in motion. The damaged planet heated up, and the ice fields began to break apart. Storms and giant waves hit again and again. Within days, streets were filled with bodies. The disasters had to be brought under control. The disasters forced a global response. Scientists from every country joined forces to build weather control satellites. The satellites blasted up into orbit, linking into one worldwide system. After that, the storms stopped taking over the planet. No disasters filled the screen now. Then, after 2 quiet years, the first warning sign appeared. Across the 110-degree desert floor, white ice spread over the sand. Soldiers moved into the town. They saw everyone in town trapped in solid ice.